Hello there. This is lists. So a list is where people get to opt in for something, a name thing like your main newsletter, or it can be a campaign. It can be a wait list for something. It can be that they're interested in a particular topic, whatever it's going to be, signing up for a challenge or a workshop or something. And you can track that they opt in. You can see who opted in. You can see whether they confirmed, like double opt in. You can see if they unsubscribe, etc. And then you can, of course, send them email and other things as they're on this list. Now, the thing about lists, a lot of other CRM tools like Simplero don't use lists. They just do everything with sort of tags or things like that. The reason Simplero has lists is because a list is something that's named that your subscriber, your contact can actually see the name. So they can say, oh, am I interested in this or not? Because it's a topic, it's your newsletter, it's a campaign, it's a whatever. They get to choose what they're interested in. Like, they don't get to see what's available, but they do get to see what they're subscribed to and say, yes, I'd like this, but not that. And that can be really helpful. So that's why we like lists, and we encourage you to use lists for these things. So again, this is a dummy account, but you can see we have a bunch of lists here. And here's a main, like the main newsletter. There's going to be a house icon out here on one of them. That's considered your main house list, your main newsletter where people mainly are getting news from you. And we use that in a couple contexts here, specifically like on the marketing, on the product. When they say yes to marketing, this is where they default go to. You'll see again here, there's other columns that you can choose. But if we look at, it's going to show you like how many subscribers on the list, when was the last subscriber added, like how many broadcasts have you sent, when was the last one sent, etc. I can try to just jump into another account and see if we have some better data there. A little bit, not too much. So clicking into a list, you're going to see this. We have the summary. It gives you like how many subscribers, the last subscribers you got, what growth looks like over time, what forms they came from, which is in this case is a ton of different ones, which is interesting because there's only 10 subscribers, but I guess people opted in and then got unsubscribed. Again, this is dummy stuff. You can work with all the actual subscribers, and here you can do all these different kinds of filters on it. You can like see, all right, who's unconfirmed, nobody, active, great. You can have these different views. You can choose different columns again. So lots of things that you can do with all your subscribers on this view. And again, you can check them off and then do actions on them. So lots of powerful stuff there. Configure is where you go say, well, what do we know about the list? And you'll see generally in Simplero, we have the name of the thing, which is what your customers, your contacts are going to see. Then we've got an internal name, which usually is the same, but you can make it different. And that can be really helpful because internally you can have something that says what cohort or like a launch or a campaign or something. You can use language that your customer shouldn't know about, but it's still relevant to you. Labels are something that we use all over Simplero for you to help organize your things. So like these are admin only, so you can see, oh, this is about these things, and now you can find stuff across Simplero around that are related to that have these labels. So that's a powerful organization tool for your Simplero admin. Double opt-in, we recommend that. It means people have to click a button in an email to say, yes, I want to hear from you. And then you can customize that email. We do recommend that as well. So you can say, hey, like, what is it that they get? Why should they click to confirm? Yeah. There's some setting here, advanced settings here. Don't need to worry about those generally. Sign up forms. This is where we can say, all right, how can people opt into this list? And we can have like a standard standalone sign up form page, or you can do embedded forms that you can put on a page. Those are the two main ways. Content. This is like, what do they get after they opt in? So if you put PDF, video, whatever content here, it's going to show up on the thank you page that we show automatically after they opt in. And that can be really helpful if you're saying, hey, opt into my list and you will get XYZ, right? And then you just put that here, and then automatically once they opt into this list, they'll get that. Really cool. Automations, we can do it here, but you can also do it over here. So the idea is you can take any automation and just attach it to this list, and I'll show you in a second automations. But automations are just a series of actions that Simplero will take on your behalf in the background. And so you can link them up. So automatically when someone is subscribed to this list, that automation will start. And if they unsubscribe, we'll stop it as well. You can also set it up so they get access to certain things when they're on the list. And this is like sites and courses and stuff that's on that site. Not going to go super into that right here. There's also, you can give them access to coaching programs or podcasts or other things that are going to happen in the future once they buy. You can customize the thank you page, or you can have like your own custom page that you can redirect to. You can use any page in Simplero, any page outside of Simplero. You can have your own page that says, oh, you need to double opt in. And you can have your own custom page that you send people to after they unsubscribe. And then triggers is another one of those general Simplero things where you can say, well, when this happens, subscription is activated, deactivated, or they try to subscribe, but maybe they were already subscribed, and so this wouldn't run, but this could do this. And in this case, we kind of have both. We have, like, this is starting an automation. It's easier to do it here, but this works too. We didn't always have this, so that's probably why. And then finally here, automations. So you can, here is like an automation that's tied to this list, and you can go up here and create new automation and then give it a name, welcome sequence, for example. And then you can just go add steps to it, like wait, go to unsubscribe, suspend, like whatever. You can do like add a tag. Once they come in, add a tag, which tag, super cool dude, because they subscribe to my list, great. And then after that, let's wait for, 12 hours. And then after that, we're going to do something else, right? Send a text message. Hey, did you find everything okay? That kind of stuff. So that's what automations are. Super powerful. You can do conditions on the steps. So, actually only run it if certain conditions are met, like all kinds of really powerful things that you can do with automations in here. And this is the easiest way to do it. You just create the automation right there for this list specifically. So with that, that's lists. Hope you enjoy it. Very powerful tool. Oh, a couple of things up here actually. You can send broadcasts. So just easy, if you're just going to send a broadcast to this list, you can just click that button. It's not like there's many ways that you can get to that place, but you can do that. Import contacts, really helpful. So if you already have emails in some other tool, you can export a CSV and upload here. You can enter them manually. You can also copy over. If you have another list that actually has contacts, you can copy from that. Or yeah, that's it. And then import queues where you can see where we're actually processing it all. Yeah, that's it, my friends. That's lists. Welcome to Simplero. Hope you enjoy it.